Hi guys, this is Elisa. Welcome to Trick Up My Sleeve. This is my second video and I haven't posted the first one yet, so I don't know. I think I'm still deciding whether I'm going to do it. Please forgive my no makeup look. At least I'm clean. My hair's wet, so I showered. I'm a work from home telecommuting mom. I have a lot of stuff to do. Makeup and hair and stuff. It usually doesn't make it onto the list at all. So it is, what day is it? Friday, May 11th. It is the start of the Mother's Day weekend. So happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. Hope you enjoy your day. So I thought I'd post a little update. According to what was scheduled, I should be about 10 days out from surgery right now, but there has been a hiccup, I guess you'd call it, a delay, a problem, caused by my insurance company, the lovely United Healthcare Oxford. I'm going to tell you the saga so far, and I hope this is the end, but we'll never know until it actually gets to surgery day. Okay, so I have my insurance through my job. As I said, it's United Healthcare Oxford. They require you to use what they call a center of excellence for bariatric surgery. So they have to, the hospital needs to be a center of excellence, and the associated surgeon needs to be on this list as well. When I first began this process last summer, I think it must have been July of 2017, I found a doctor. Now I can't remember his name, but it doesn't really matter. A doctor that was in my plan, that was on the Center of Excellence list. My primary care person recommended them without knowing they were on my list. I read great stuff about them. I thought, perfect, wonderful. I went. I loved the office. I loved the way they handle everything. They gave me a surgery date the moment I walked in there from day one, and then told me the process by which I needed to kind of work my way towards being ready for that. And my date was January 2018, which is obviously already passed. I still had to do my 6 months, nutrition and all that stuff, but the way of doing it, instead of waiting for it all to be finished and then giving you a date, they gave you a date day one and they said, work your way back. I liked that. It gave me like a specific endpoint, a goal in mind, a long time to plan out. When you have kids and you have a job and your husband has a job, and to try to plan out all this, what it entails to be available and have the help you need, and your kids are taken care of. It doesn't take a week. I never understood how they can give people surgery dates, 10 days away and think you're going to have it all mapped out. My life isn't like that. Maybe some people's are, but my life isn't. Anyway, I went, as I said, to one appointment there. I met with the insurance coordinator. I met with the surgical assistant, I believe it is, or the second surgeon. I didn't meet with the actual surgeon, but from what they told me there, both surgeons are involved in all the surgeries, so I felt fine. I really liked everything I saw there. They handled everything well. Thrilled. I got a call from that coordinator before my next monthly appointment was scheduled saying that my insurance had declassified the hospital as a center of excellence and that I couldn't use them anymore. Well, that was super annoying. This practice was 15 minutes from my house, which is great. And when I got the updated list from the insurance company of the other choices I had, the closest thing to my house was 55 minutes away. As I said, I have a full-time job. I have 2 small kids. For me to go for 6 months of nutrition appointments and all that stuff, 55 minutes away, it's like 3 hours for every appointment. It's like half my workday every time I have to go, and it's a lot of times. So I tried to convince Oxford to give me an exception for distance. That was the suggestion of the surgical coordinator at that first office. They said, no, I'm sorry, you can't go. So, fine. I sucked it up. I went to this other surgeon, as I said, his name was Dr. Ward, out of Morristown Memorial Hospital in Morristown, New Jersey. To be honest with you, although I have no reason to not like him, I didn't love him. I mean, he was fine. When I met him, he just, I don't know, he didn't seem to look me in the eye. He seemed sort of brushed and whatever. It was fine. I thought, you know what, I'm sure he probably is a good surgeon. He doesn't need to have the best personality in the world. We're not going to be best friends. He just needs to, do this correctly. So his reviews were good. I felt fine about that. So that was in, I believe, October of 2017. So from October until April 2018, I went there a lot. I went for 6 nutrition appointments. I went to see for the psych eval there as well. What else did I have to do? There's something else. It was a lot of going back and forth. And like I said, every time I had to go, it would be like half a work day. So I'd have to make that up at night, or it was a problem. It was difficult. But I finished it. So this coming up Monday, 3 days from now, was supposed to be my pre-op appointment with the surgeon. I was supposed to get blood work done and whatever else they need to do. And the surgery was scheduled for May 23rd, which is like 10 days from now. Super excited. So when Dr. Ward's office submitted to my insurance for approval, finally, after I had everything finished, I got a call back from them saying they were no longer considered a center of excellence. I was kind of flabbergasted, to be honest with you. I mean, I got the list 6 months ago. I followed the list. It's a 6-month program by their design. They make you take 6 months to do it. But in the course of that 6 months, they changed their list again. So, I was flabbergasted. I was super duper upset. So I get on the phone and I told the coordinator, just like, hold on, let me figure out what's going on. I'll call you back. So I call the insurance company. I don't even know how many times I called, to be honest with you, or how many people I got transferred to, or how long I spent on hold, or it was a lot over the course of like 2.5 days, a lot of time and frustration, a lot. I kept getting a different answer from everyone I spoke to. No one seemed to know exactly what was going on. The upshot is that, yes, they changed the list again as of March, but no one had told me. They said that they are under no obligation to let me or my surgeon know. Lovely, right? The list had changed. They were no longer willing to accept that hospital as a center of excellence. They also let me know, I figured out eventually through a lot of questioning, that they can change the list at any time. So even if I found another hospital on the list now and started up with them, there's a chance that by the time surgery rolls around, they would no longer be on the list either. It seems insane to me, right? I sort of can't believe this is the system, that they require a 6-month period of time for people to qualify for this surgery, but then like willy-nilly will change what is allowed. I don't know if it's by design to like get out of paying for people's surgeries, or to make it so horribly annoying and difficult for people that they just give up, which crossed my mind, but I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not giving up. They don't know who they're messing with. Anyway, the upside of all of this is, first of all, I cried for like 2 days. I was horrified. I couldn't believe it. I had geared up. I was ready. And then I went off the rails. I started eating anything and everything. I drank wine. It was off the rails for just the weekend. I'm back on now, but I had a few days. Gained like 2-3 pounds back of what I'm losing, but it's okay. Anyway, the upshot is now on the list of what is available is Princeton Hospital, Princeton Medical Center, which is 5 minutes from my house, which is a great hospital, which is going to have a lot of programs available to me that I can take advantage of, like support groups and psychotherapists, or whatever you call it, psychologists, that even though I would have wanted to, I probably would never have taken advantage of in Morristown because of the distance problem. So knowing that it's available and it's 5 or 10 minutes up the road is ideal. I have a consultation appointment a week from today. So that's like, what, the 18th, which should have been my last weekend before surgery, but whatever. I feel like I'm trying to look at it, and I'm starting to believe it, that it's meant to be like this, that it's better for some reason. And I figure I've been this heavy for this long. I'm 46 years old. Another month or 2 or 3 months will not make a huge difference in life. Like I said, I never was super thrilled with my original surgeon. Maybe I'll like this one better. I think I will, but I haven't met him yet. And I am a firm believer. I kind of always have been like this in my life, that like, you are what you think you are. You get what you think you're going to get. You sort of put out into the universe. You create your own destiny in some ways. I mean, not in every way, but in some ways. So I am choosing to create that this is a positive change. It took me 2 days to get there. I will say I was horribly upset and cried for 2 days, but I'm good now. I'm choosing to look at it like a really positive change, and that in the end it's all the way it's supposed to be. Gives me a little more time to lose a little more weight, to get a little more ready. It will be easier at the moment of surgery. My husband can be there 5 minutes away from home with the kids. It's going to be much, much better. So that's the situation. I don't know when I'm having surgery. It ain't going to be May 23rd, though. I know that much. I had already taken my time off work. My husband had. We had babysitters all lined up. It was done. It was finished and figured out. And now we're sort of back at the beginning. I don't know what I'm going to do. I also have concerns about them accepting me now, because I asked for clarification as to how long all the stuff I had already done will last, will be usable. Like, I did my 6 months of nutrition, I did the psych eval, I did the endoscopy, I had the letter of medical necessity, and the best answer I could get was that it needs to be current. So when I said, well, what does that mean? What is current? No one had an answer for me. These insurance companies are unreal. They don't give you an answer because they'd like an out. And as long as they don't give you a specific time, then they can sort of make it up, I think. I don't know. I really don't know. It's sort of incredible to me that they can do this to people. My parents were suggesting that I contract my congressman. I don't know what that would do for me, to be honest with you. I know they were just trying to help, but I don't know. I don't want to feel like being Norma Ray right now. I really don't. I'm all for standing up for people and trying to make positive change, even if it doesn't necessarily affect you. But I don't know. Right now, I'm just sort of feeling selfish about it. This is about me and my journey and my weight loss and my life change. And I don't want to call my congressman. I just want my freaking surgery, to be honest with you. That's all I want. Yeah. So there you go. Excuse me. I don't know. I'm trying to restart my motivation. Like I said, I went off the rails for a couple days, and even though it was only a couple days, that's all it takes for me. It's really sad. It's really frustrating and scary at the same time, because I had been so motivated and was doing so well, and then I get this disappointment, and I use it as permission to eat whatever I want. I had a big sub. I had tortellini. I haven't been eating like that lately. Not at all, for 2-3 months. And to do that, and to do it for a few days in a row, it makes it harder to start up again, although I'm back on now, and B, it just makes me worry that when is that part of me ever going to get fixed, and is surgery going to fix that part of me that is so broken, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. I've heard two different things. I've heard people say yeah, it feels like I had surgery on my brain because I think about food differently, and I don't have those intense cravings and those, I don't think or act around food the way I used to. But then I've also heard the other side of the coin. People say, yeah, I still want it just as bad, and it's horrible, and I'm starving all the time, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. So, which one I'm going to end up being, I don't know. Time will tell. So that's the story. I'm thinking a little bit more about starting to upload these onto YouTube. I feel like it might just keep me accountable. I'm slightly concerned about privacy and my husband and my kids, and I don't know if it matters, to be honest with you. I'm not ashamed of anything, and I'm not going to hide anything, and I'm not going to also say anything super, super personal that I wouldn't tell people. I don't know. It feels weird in a way to make this public, and yet it feels like sort of the right thing to do at the same time. So I'm still deciding. So I may film the whole journey and then upload it afterwards, so you can binge watch it, since that's how people watch things these days. I know when I was deciding to do surgery, I found a few people, somebody called Less of Sarah, that I found her channel when she had stopped uploading already. And I went back to the very beginning and I watched the whole journey in sequence. It was over 2 years worth of videos, which I know this makes me sound like crazy, but I didn't do it all at once. I did it little by little, but it was cool. I could go at my own pace. I could watch 3 weeks in a row if I wanted to, and then I could wait a month and come back to it. It was helpful. I liked it. It was the way I watch TV now, or way I, consume media now, binging, and so I'm thinking about that as opposed to current ongoing updates. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, all right. I think that's all I'm going to have to share with you guys this morning. Like I said, it is Friday of Mother's Day weekend, so whenever you see this, I hope all you moms had a great Mother's Day. Being a mom is my favorite job I've ever had in my life, but also the hardest, and the most rewarding, and the most difficult, and challenging, and horrible, and wonderful, all rolled into one. So we deserve a day, right? So enjoy it, whatever you do. I hope your family treats you well and appreciates you. And hopefully my next update, I will make a video after I have my consult next Friday with my new surgeon. And hopefully I will have good news for you guys. I don't know yet what they require. If I'm going to have to do any additional testing, if I'm going to just be able to get ready and submit again, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I will talk with you guys soon. Take care. Bye.